In 1972, Burton Malkiel wrote a book called A Random Walk Down Wall Street. And this book has deterred many people from putting their money into the stock market due to just one quote in the book. He said that a blindfolded monkey throwing darts at the financial pages of a newspaper would be able to choose stocks that would perform just as well as those carefully selected by the experts. Now, many people have interpreted this as the stock market is just gambling. It is no wiser an investment to put your money on black at the casino as it is to put your money into the stock market. Now, if I were to have said this, no one would have listened. But because Burton Malkiel was such a respected investor, people paid attention. One university in particular tracked this from 1960 to 2010. They randomly selected stocks as if a monkey was doing it and tracked the results against the S&P 500 year over year. What these researchers found was absolutely astounding, and I want to share with you those results, how they came to them, and what it means for the average investor. Let's get into it. The long story short is that Burton Malkiel was wrong, but not in the way that you might think. You see, Burton said that the monkeys would perform just as well as the experts, but the truth is that they did significantly better. Specifically, these monkeys outperformed the S&P 500 98% of the time. That's right, 98% of the time, these monkeys outperformed the S&P 500. And what the researchers found was that the monkeys outperformed the market in years when they liked and subscribed to this channel. What the researchers found was this. In the US, there are approximately 5,000 public companies. The largest 500 are known as the S&P 500. And even though there's only 500 of them, they make up 98% of the commerce throughout the United States. The other 4,500 companies, they're still public, but they only make up about 1 or 2% of the entire commerce that occurs in the United States. The researchers bucketed the 500 and the 4,500 into two broad groups. And what they found was that, on average, every year, the 4,500 stocks beat the S&P 500 stocks by about 1.4%. The rest is just simple probability and maths. What they realized is that when the monkeys were throwing these darts, they were usually bound to hit the 4,500 stocks instead of the 500 stocks, simply because there's more of them. And if these 4,500 stocks are more bound to get hit by the darts, and they also happen to be performing better than the S&P 500 stocks, then you're going to end up with a scenario where these monkeys' portfolios beat the S&P 500, in this case, 98% of the time. So what does this mean for the average investor? Well, one thing you'll notice about Burton's quote is that he never said that anybody would lose money. He expected the monkeys to make money, and he expected the experts to make money. Why? Because the stock market has trended upwards about 7 to 11% year over year on average for the last 60 years. See, this is different than gambling, where it's a zero-sum game. Either the house wins or you win. So the implications to the investor here are the same as they've always been. Invest an amount that you can afford to invest every week or every month and continue to do so, and you will see it grow. And this is now easier than ever with the introduction of commission-free trading apps such as Robinhood, Webull, and M1 Finance. For example, I can open up the Robinhood app now. Type in SPY, which is the ticker symbol for the S&P 500 that we were talking about before. And immediately I can see that over 1 month it's up 3.42%. Over the last year it's up almost 10%, and in the last 5 years it's up 89.27%. What this means is that 5 years ago, had I put in a lump sum of $5,000, today it would be worth almost $10,000. So in my opinion, a better interpretation of Burton Malkiel's quote would be, don't be too proud of yourself when you make money in the stock market, because even a monkey can do it. So if you're interested in starting your investment journey, I've put 3 links in the description, one for Robinhood, Webull, and M1 Finance. If you use those links, they'll give you 3 free shares to get you started on your investment journey. That's all I've got for you today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for listening in.